Hello everybody, it's Paul Neeson with the Raw Life Health Show. Thanks for checking us out. We have so many great things going on here at the Raw Life we're really excited about. I'm really excited about the raw food diet. Specifically, the questions I've been getting about how to eat healthy, what's healthy eating all about, and I get so many questions about people living or dealing with disease or someone that's known to live with the disease. Folks, there's one cure, and that is to eliminate what caused the problem, wherever the problem comes from. Now, most of the time today it's coming from our diet, but there's something that's making us eat that unhealthy food or that unhealthy diet. Usually it's some emotional thing or it's some physical or even spiritual thing that's making us run to that unhealthy food. In the Bible it says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, but we have knowledge. We have worldly knowledge. We have the knowledge of what we study and what we do. It's not difficult to know that a carrot is better than a carrot cake, or an apple is better than an apple pie. But what do we run to is the question. And when we run to those unhealthy things, there are going to be consequences. And if you haven't suffered the consequences yet of eating an unhealthy diet, you're not one of those special people that can escape the result of eating unhealthy food for most of your life. It'll catch up to you. So do something now, and don't be like that average person that says, well, when I'm sick I'll do something, but now I'm fine, so I'll be okay. No, do something now, and don't wait. And I could tell you there are many different types of diets out there, and they all seem to work. We all know a success story of one of these popular diet books are out there because they all have something in common. They're leaving something bad out. Eliminate the cause, and the problem will begin to go away. I've looked and I've researched all the different diets, the popular diets out there, and they all have short-term results. But we're not interested in short-term results. We want long-term results, folks. Is that not what you want? Look, the bottom line is we're all going to die one day in this physical form. But the thing is, what kind of quality of life do you want? Do you want to feel great, or do you want to spend your life sick in the hospital and worrying about health insurance and drug insurance and all that? We need to stop being serious about this. And I teach a lot of people, or at least tell a lot of people about this. And when somebody's feeling good, they can just make excuses and take it all for granted. But when they get sick, they come running to me, oh, what do I do now? Or they go running to the doctors, and then they come running to me because the doctors aren't helping them. Listen, folks, the raw food diet is the way we were created and designed to digest food the simplest. We were created also when it's light outside for our digestive organs to work best. It is an oxymoron to eat a raw food diet at nighttime. Only nocturnal animals' organs can digest food properly at nighttime. So we want to stop living this oxymoron diet, and we start want to realizing that there's a reason and a way and a plan, and we need to start following it. Look at Genesis 1:29 in the Bible that says, the food for man is the seed-bearing fruits and the green herbs as our food. That should be the majority, if not all, of our diet. I've experimented over the years, and I've been on a raw food diet for many, many years and did it many different ways, and people say, well, what raw food way worked better? Some of you don't even know what the raw food way is. I mean, I got people call me up, they say they're eating a raw food diet, and they, oh really? And then I go and see them, they're eating something like bread. And I go, but that's not raw. They think because it's cold, it's raw. No, you definitely need to get my book, The Raw Life, or start reading something about what raw means, uncooked, unprocessed. You know, if you take oranges off a tree and you cook them, you're going to destroy all those enzymes and a lot of other nutrients in there. Now, cooked food is not poison by any means. You know, as a matter of fact, if somebody's in a cold climate, you might need a little cooked food. However, the majority of your diet should be raw, ripe, fresh, organic fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds, and you could thrive. And if your body's working properly and you've never suffered from an illness before, you can pretty much get away with eating it anyway. However, if you suffered from digestive problems, you need to focus more on food combining. And if you suffered from sugar issues, you need to cut down on the sugar, which is found in fruit. But if you haven't suffered from these issues, go for it. Just eat raw food and watch what happens. Whether you're looking to lose weight or you're looking to have more energy, start eating more raw food. Now, of the cooked food, what's the worst cooked food we can eat? It's very simple. Fried food and microwave food absolutely should have nothing to do with your diet. Fried food and microwave food, absolutely nothing. I think all of us could do a wonderful cleanse, and by going on either a juicing diet, getting a fresh juicer and using it. You know, most people have a juicer, but they don't use it. I have a joke that says, what do a juicer and a Bible have in common? Most people have one in the house, but they don't use it. No, if you really want to get practical and start doing some things, get rid of your microwave oven, replace it with a juicer, and use it. So, or another great cleanse, the raw vegan diet itself is a wonderful cleanse. And I know a lot of you out there that you don't want to be a vegetarian, you want to eat your animal products. So, first of all, do it as a cleanse and stop eating animal products for a certain amount of time and see how you feel. See if you have more energy and if your disease don't go away and you feel better. And if you do, then great. But if you don't and you want to go back to eating animal products, at least do it the right way and stop eating that drugged up animal products from the regular supermarket and start doing things the right way. But I know people that eat a raw vegan diet that are very healthy. They're doing it for many years, or a vegan diet. But I do know some people that eat animal products, and the Bible says it's okay to eat animal products. So if you're one of them, great. If you're doing okay. But if you're not doing okay, you must eliminate what caused the problem. I'll be honest with you. From my experience, many times it's animal products that's creating the problem. Many times it's cooked food. Many times it's eating late at night. Or overeating, even if you are eating a raw vegan diet. You have to do what works best for you, not anyone else. And I've interviewed a lot of people here on the Raw Life Health Show that have shared their experiences that's worked for them. And if it sounds good to you and makes sense to you, try it and see how it works for you. There's no one way for everyone because we're all not starting from the same place in terms of many of us have already dealt with a certain kind of sickness or experienced an illness. So we might have to make a couple of adjustments in our plan. Like I said, if you've never suffered from sugar-related problems, go eat all the fruit you want. But if you've suffered from diabetes, well, then maybe you need to cut down. Same thing, if you're obese, well, you need to cut down on fat. But if you're not obese, well, some fats are very important for the body and it can be used to help you. So we need to understand these things, the climate we live in. There's so many different ways to do this. And I just want to help people clarify it up and realize that we have been designed a certain way to eat a certain food. And the closer we stick to eating those foods, the more we're going to thrive. But the more we get away from those foods and living the lifestyle we were designed to live, the more we're going to suffer. It's not only a physical thing because food is just a part of it. So we have to understand these things. And I at times in my life can get away with eating a tremendous amount of fruits and vegetables. But then I realize I'm overeating too much, so I got to stop. I got to do a fast. I got to slow down and just go on juices for a couple of days. Then on the other hand, sometimes in the summertime, I love to eat an abundance of fruit. I love to eat fruit in the summertime. In the wintertime, I eat a little bit less fruit and I eat a little bit more fatty foods, especially if I'm traveling to a colder environment. I do it different ways. And I make those adjustments, and that's what I'm doing for myself, is to learning out what works best for me. And you have to learn what works best for you. Again, I have some great interviews with people on my website, but some people sometimes get confused. They say, who's right? They're saying doing it a different way. Some people saying do eat a lot of fruit. Some people say no fruit. Some people say eat a lot of fat. Some people no fat. Some people say vegan. Some people say animal products. Who's right? Why are you confusing us, Paul? I'm not doing it to confuse you. I'm doing it to show you that there's no one way. You have to figure out the way that works best for you and do it. Just stop thinking everyone is one way for everybody, because there's not. The one way for everyone is what his plan is for you. And his plan says, eat the things that I said were clean and okay, and avoid the things that weren't designed to be in your body. We were not designed to consume microwave food. We were not designed to consume fried food. And we were not designed to consume so much food that our belt buckles are popping open. And we were not designed to eat at nighttime. These are the things we need to avoid. But the fresh fruits and vegetables that come off the tree, you pick a fruit or vegetable right off the tree and you eat it. There's no cooking involved, no destroying the nutrients or the enzymes involved. That's the true way we were designed to eat. Just look at an animal in nature, that's how they eat. Unless they're a carnivore animal, but we don't have sharp teeth and sharp nails to rip open meat and consume meat like that. We were designed to eat fruit right off the trees, and I got fruit trees I'm surrounded by here, and it's just a wonderful thing. So everybody, I'd love you to experiencing these wonderful trees that are out here and all the fruits right off the trees. Until I was 20 years old, I've never tasted a fruit right off the tree. And then I went out to California and I had a grapefruit right off the tree. And boy, it was sweet and it was delicious and it was amazing. What a difference it made. I want to find a way to make it available for you to do that. For you to come here down to Florida, the tropical land of the United States, and have fruit right off the tree. and that's what I'm going to do. We're in the process right now of creating a program where I'm going to have one blessed person. Maybe it's you. As a matter of fact, not one person, even a family can come down, where I'm going to have a room for somebody to come down here and experience all the tropical things that are going on here in Florida. You could have your own fruit off the trees. You can go to a raw food restaurant, and I'll teach you how to make raw food. So stay tuned. This is coming soon. You get away from the cold environment this winter for just a week and come on down, and I'm going to create this week program. Spend a week with Paul and learn what works best for you. If you want to eat a raw vegan diet, I'll take you to some trees. We'll cut down some coconuts. We'll go to a raw food restaurant and get some raw vegan recipes. And I'll even show you, we'll get in the kitchen and I'll show you how to make quick and easy raw food recipes that you can take back up to your cold environments. Whatever you want to do, I'll make sure you're doing it in a healthy way. How does that sound? We're going to start this, and I'm really excited about this. I'll be talking more about this week. But I know a lot of people are going to want to do this. So get a head start. And email me and reply to this video if you're interested to come in here, because I want to see the kind of response we have. To come in here down, it'll be a small fee just to cover, the expenses. But to come on down to South Florida for a week, I'll even pick you up at the airport. I'll take you to Hippocrates Health Institute, where I learned how to eat a raw vegan diet and to be healthy. I'll take you to raw vegan restaurants that my friends have in the area, and I'll take you fruit tree picking right off the trees, getting that fruit. If you're interested in that, email me, and maybe you'll be one of the first. And you'll be a guest on the Raw Life Health Show telling everybody about your wonderful experience. I would have loved if years ago somebody would have told me that when I was first learning about the raw food diet. So let me know. And again, whatever you decide to do, folks, for me, the raw food diet is the way to go. For you, it might be something else. But we want to make sure we're doing it in a healthy way. And I thank all the people I've interviewed in my books, The Raw Life and Raw Knowledge, and all the people that were on the Raw Life Health Show, to let people know what those ways are and how to do it. So if you want to get more involved, just reply to this and we'll make that happen. Until then, everybody, have a great day. Put your comments and questions below the video, and have a great raw life.
Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life, brighten up your life.